Hi, Jerry. How are you? I'm on my way to Gladys's house. How are you? I hope you can hear me okay. I'll try to speak loudly. On my way to Gladys's. I just left the car wash. Hi, Sonia. How are you? There's a big fire where we live, and I had ashes all over my Mercedes this morning, and I just couldn't have it. I'm going to Gladys's house. I'm not going in a dirty Mercedes, okay? I'm just not doing it. Um, anyway, so I just left the car wash and I was so glad that they were open. I was so prepared for them to not be open because they're from a lazy culture of people. And I figured maybe it would be closed, but it wasn't. I'm going to go, oh, the smoke in the air. We can't work today. No, you better be there. I pay monthly for a car wash. I pay monthly for unlimited car washes. It better be open. Thank you so much, Patty. I appreciate it. Thank you, Sonia. Hi, Christine. I'm on my way to Gladys's. Gladys needs a little bit of help. Um, a lot of you probably don't know this, but Gladys is basically a lesbian. She's a security guard. Um, so her guard card is about to expire because she's irresponsible. And she really doesn't know how to use technology. So I have to go run to her rescue, drive 20 miles to, go online so I can renew her guard card because she's a lesbian. You set the hills on fire because you're so hot. You know what? I think they're calling it the line fire. I'm not sure. But it's I don't know what started it, but it's in Highland, California, and I woke up this morning and the sun was actually beautiful. The sun was behind a bunch of clouds and it was blood red. It was absolutely gorgeous. Um, and then Marquina got up and took a picture of it later because I couldn't get a picture. And so I had Marquina send me the picture. And so I posted it on Instagram. But anyway, so Gladys lives about 20 miles from me. And, I like to go and just visit with her once in a while anyway, because I am a good daughter. And if you guys don't know who Gladys is the lady, is my grandmother's best friend who basically became my mother once my grandmother died because my grandmother took care of me because my mom died when I was 6 months old. So I adopted Gladys as sort of my mother. Jennifer says we have hazy skies here in Washington also. You know what, Jennifer? I'll never forget, and I don't know how old you are, but I remember when Mount St. Helens erupted up there in Washington State. We got all the ashes. We got a ton of ashes. Oh, and I was a little girl at the time. And do you know that people were actually going out in their yard and they were sweeping up ashes and putting them in little bottles and then selling them. Like they were selling the ashes that fell in California to California residents. You could have gone outside and you could have just picked it up yourself. I got me a fountain drink from the gas station. I'm and look at the straw paper. They gave me a paper straw. I'm sorry, what are the chances that my plastic straw is going to end up in the nose or the anus of a sea turtle? I mean, let's get real. And you know what? This paper straw is going to end up being real gross in about 5 minutes. I mean, if the turtles don't want plastic straws in the ocean, maybe they should do something about it. Maybe they should avoid straws. But anyway, so I thought I'd come on here for the trip. I don't know how much signal I'm going to get because I'm going to go through. some canyons. I'm in Redlands, California right now. Nothing is worth since sucking on soggy straw. Do you know that not that long ago I went to it was a Foster Freeze, I believe, and I bought a milkshake. The milkshake had a paper straw, and it's like, first of all, you have to suck really hard for a shake, okay? It's really thick and creamy. So it's very hard to get through the straw. And you just have to suck and suck and suck very a lot of suction. And the straw starts to collapse because it gets wet. So it's like I don't understand what. Anyway, you know what? I fixed that. You know what I did? I went on Amazon and I bought me a set of 8 stainless steel straws. And I have them at home, and I should carry one in the car with me. But the straws are kind of narrow, so you can't really get a shake through a metal straw. So I need to figure something else out. But Marquina did buy some really fat plastic straws off Amazon that you could suck boba through. So I figured maybe I could keep some in the car with me that I could drink my shakes through those plastic straws. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure. Oh, hi, Susan. Yes, I'm in Redlands right now. I'm almost in Yucaipa, and it's smoky here. But Susan, I just left the car wash. You know the car wash over by Walmart that the Indians used to own? I got a car wash there. I had ash all over my car this morning. But Susan, Gladys, I'm going to Gladys's because I have to renew her guard card because she's a lesbian and she's a security guard. So I'm going to have to go and renew that for her because she don't even know how to log on a computer and renew it herself. But yet she's securing a company. Do you have smoke up there, Susan? Do you guys, you know what I found out? I'm being suppressed on Instagram. They actually told me. They sent me a message saying, oh, you had a violation. So we're basically suppressing you, and we're just not going to show your content as to a wide audience. I'm like, why would you do that? Like, and I don't even know how to get off of that suspension. How do you make it to where you're in goods again with Instagram? Because now my content, like everything is like, I'm only getting like 50 comments, and it's like, how is that happening? Good. Tell Gladys hi. Yes, it's really bad. Is it up there? I bet. Yeah, right now I'm going over the hill into Yucaipa, and it's very smoky here. But Susan, I want you just to imagine. I walked out of my house, and I had ashes all over the Mercedes. And I'm like, there is no way that I'm driving to Gladys's in a dirty Mercedes. So I went to the car wash, and they better be open. They better be open. They better wear masks. They better do whatever they need to do to get around the ash. But, there's no excuse to not be open. They don't do anything. They just stand there and guide your car into the tunnel. So they don't do anything. So there's no reason. And I pay $30 a month. $30 a month, okay, for an unlimited wash. So it better be open. And it was. But like I said, that car wash is run by a culture of people that tend to really be lazy. So I'm like, no, you can wake up, you can turn on the button, and you can stand there, guide my car through the tunnel. It's not that difficult. You're not going to break a sweat. That's right, tunnel. Nicholas says, hope you have a beautiful day despite the smokiness. We had a lot in Quebec. Oh, really? For months? Really? Yeah, you know what? This is probably this year, I'll say. It's probably our second fire here. But you know what's happening is I'm convinced that big business is trying to move everybody out of California. Are you aware? I don't know if you people who live outside of California, what's happening to us here. is they have completely raised all of our car insurance and all of our home insurance. Like every 6 months, my insurance is going up $50. And it's like, I can't do that. A lot of people are losing their homeowners insurance. They're just cutting them off. Even if they're paying for it, they're cutting them off and saying, no, your house is no longer insurable. It's like, how do you do that? I would understand if you did that on new construction, if you decided, you know what, we're losing too much money paying out. So on new construction, we're not going to offer insurance. They can go somebody else. They can go somewhere else. But it's absolutely ridiculous. It's like, I don't know, how are all the immigrants going to be able to afford to live here? Let me see. They stamping down big time on, oh, they are on Instagram, Sonia. That's right. They're awful, right, Jennifer? It's crazy. Ever think of moving to Arizona? You know what? You know what, I live in the Southwest and everything, and you know what, we have considered the whole area. Me and Marquina are in our 50s. We of course had big dreams of leaving California and finding, a better place, less populated, cheaper. And as the years have gone on, we're like, okay, and we become more realistic. And what can we do? What can we afford? And the reality is, it would be very difficult for me and Marquina to leave the state of California due to our benefits and things like that. Plus, our family is here, and we still have elderly people that depend on us, like Gladys, because she cannot renew her own security guard card. So I have to go help her. Things like that. Sometimes she'll even call me and say, hey, Hogatha, can you come and help me get my dislodged contact out of my eye? I'm not kidding you. So anyway, it would be very difficult for us to leave the state of California. But you know what a lot of people don't realize? You could still live here very cheaply. Like, you may not want to live in these places, but you can go get an acre of land for a couple $1,000s, in certain areas, of course, in the desert, in some mountain areas, but you could actually still live within 2 hours of Los Angeles and live pretty inexpensively. That's the only way we would stay in California, is if we could buy some property and just start our own little kingdom there. You know what I mean? We would put up big walls, big trees, big shrubs, and just block the world out. Kind of like what the rich people do in Beverly Hills and Bel Air. What they do is they buy their $10 million home, and then they just cover it with foliage so you don't see their yard or anything. Chad Smith says, my car insurance in Arizona went up 65%. Yep. That's what happened here. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. In fact, Gladys and we are gonna get on the same insurance policy. It has become so expensive that households are merging their insurances. Yes, and it's amazing how much you save. If me and Gladys if we get on Geico on the same Geico policy, we save money. And it's like, how's that possible? But whatever. So yeah, there's a tip for you guys. Chaz, in your home, you and Arturo get on the same plan. You guys will save money. Chaz, can we move into the Rum Shack? Is that what? Are you offering us the Rum Shack? Are those increases from car thefts, or is the insurance market? Well, what happened is Gavin Newsom, our governor, allowed something to happen. I don't know exactly what, but I know it's his fault. He allowed something to happen. Obviously, whatever happened in Arizona happened there too. But it just seems like in the Southwest of Arizona, California, all insurances have gone up. Susan Mills says it looks like they evacuated Running Springs. Oh, really? Susan, you're not far from Running Springs. I hope you don't have to go. Oh, that would be awful. Susan has a beautiful cabin up in the mountain. Yeah, so anybody watching in the future when Gavin Newsom runs, and he will, just remember what everybody in California is saying about him. They all hate him. He has cost us a lot of money. He's created a lot of problems with illegal immigrants. He has not given 1 ounce care about homeless people until the Chinese dictator came, and him and Kamala Harris both were running this state for some time, and they both have let it go to crap. So just remember anybody who has any warm, joyful feelings about Kamala, just think her own state didn't even vote for her. Her own state didn't want her as president, okay? Now, everybody thinks California is so progressive and so liberal, and everything is so great here. And California leads the nation. Remember, nobody wanted Kamala Harris in California as president. California wanted Andrew Yang more than Kamala Harris. So just remember that. You have to remember the past, okay? They always say you have to remember the past, but so you don't repeat it in the future. Kamala Harris was not wanted in California. She is the reputation here. Nobody wanted her. They wanted the unknown Asian over her. Even though she was our district, whatever, attorney, I don't know what her official title was because nobody liked her. She was our senator at one time. Nobody heard of her when she was senator. Nobody likes her. Okay, just remember that. Nobody likes her. Okay. Hi, Hoggy. Thank you so much, love. I appreciate that. This is my Mercedes look. You know what I mean? This is Hogatha on the road, going out and about. I'm gonna go to Applebee's later. You know what? Me and Gladys, we love the French onion soup. Love the French onion soup at Applebee's. It's delicious. A lot of times we'll go to Applebee's and we'll just get like the big platter of samples. What do you call that? Appetizers. We get that and a salad maybe, and with a little bowl of French onion soup. It's delicious. It really is. Hi Bridget. Hi Jordan. Absolutely good. A lot of people are like, Hoggith, I can't believe you dine at Applebee's. You're not embarrassed to be seen in Applebee's in your Mercedes? No, not at all. I gladly pull up in my Mercedes and I park it at Applebee's. You guys, you should follow my TikTok. Did I tell you guys I'm planning on going on American Idol or X Factor? I am. You may not know this on this social media. I have been practicing a lot singing. Um, I have a big following on TikTok. Um, People beg me to sing, and they give me requests. And basically, I am priming myself, and I am practicing for American Idol or X Factor. I don't know who will take me, but I'm going to audition for both. And I don't know. I think I have a shot. I look at Kelly Clarkson, and I look at Carrie Underwood, and the other ones. And I'm like, I could do that. And there's times that I've actually sang their songs, and I'm not embarrassed to tell you that I thought I sung better than them. I did. And I don't know. I think I could really pull it off. So um, I don't know. So, but I banned from TikTok, so I haven't been singing in a couple days. Well, I did yesterday. I banned until the 9th. They banned me until the 9th. But yeah, I have a lot of fun on there, and a lot of people like it. But I'm almost to Gladys's. Um, She lives about 20 miles from me, and really the next city to her is Palm Springs, which is really nice. Hi, Sierra. Um, you'd get an LGBT credit if you're singing. Is it? Just wait. Oh, if it isn't up. Oh, okay. So because of equity, I would get bumped up in the ranks, like where I lack in talent, which I am very talented, but where I lack in talent, my credentials will get boost me up, right? Is that what you're saying? Jordan says I was so sad you weren't live for my birthday. I didn't. Oh, I'm sorry, Jordan. I didn't know. I didn't know. Is Marquina busy today? Marquina stayed at home. Um, Marquina, this is the funny thing with Marquina. If you ever kind of want to hang out with me and Marquina, um, you kind of have to have an activity. Marquina, I don't know if Marquina has been diagnosed with ADHD. I don't know, but Marquina, even though she's a 54, well, oh my gosh, she's 55 now. Marquina is 55. Oh, she's so old. But anyway, Marquina, she has a hard time just sitting still. And it's like, honey, what are you on meth or something? She just, Marquina has to always be doing something. You always have to occupy Marquina with something. Okay. So it's really kind of hard. Like if someone say, hey, you want to come over? It would be very hard to just hang out, have a drink and talk. Marquina needs, hey, let's go out in the garage or let's go out in the yard Marquina, she's a lesbian, and a full-on lesbian. So, oh my God. Oh, people drive PT Cruisers still? Oh, do any of you have a PT Cruiser? This guy was driving this banged up, filthy PT Cruiser. Oh, how can you be seen in that? It was awful. Oh, and the way he drove really slow and didn't use his blinkers, and just so annoying. It's like your car is so ugly. Why don't you clean it? Ugh. I'm a woman on disability and I'm on a fixed income, and I'm going to tell you, I still pay for monthly car washes. It's if you can't take care of your car, you shouldn't even have it. You shouldn't. No one wants to see your ugly rust bucket go down the street, okay? Oh, really, Jordan? Oh, yeah, you should let me see. I don't know how you would contact her. Uh Let me see. I'll tell him. I'll tell her. Are you excited for come you know what? I am and I'm not. I know the reality of Kamala. I mean, she, she was part of my state of California. She was horrible here. But the thing that makes up for her is her brown vagina. You know, if and I was a Biden girl. I was a Biden girl. So if Joe Biden trusts her, I guess I'm gonna have to trust her. I don't know. I mean, her brown vagina was why he wanted her. And so I'm just going to have to respect that and think, you know what? I respect Joe Biden. I trust him and he trusts her. Oh, okay. All right, you guys. So I'm going to have to go. I met Gladys. Gladys lives in a mobile home park. And, it's so, you want to know what's so depressing about this place? Okay, so half of it is 55 and older, and the other half is just regular. Anybody can live there. There's a big clubhouse in the center of the mobile home park, and they have a big American flag. And when somebody dies in the park, they lower it to half mast. Well, this is an old person park. Every day someone's dying. I'm telling you, when you come over to Gladys's, you see, it's like you feel like you're driving into a cemetery. It's like the flagpole is there to let you know, oh, we had another death. Why? I don't understand that. Why would you do that? So all of these seniors, right, Jerry? So all of these senior citizens come home to their mobile home, staring at a flag flying above the property. That's half mast. Hey, guess what? Gladys, one of your neighbors are dead. They were found dead in their trailer. Like, why would you do that? Just like this. Do you know that down by where I live, and Susan, you might know this. It's on Waterman. There's a retirement home in not the nicest area of San Bernardino. And do you know that the name of it in Spanish is Heaven's Gates? Why would you name an old folks home after heaven? Like it's like, or maybe we just understand that. Do old people understand when they're moving into these places that they're going to die there? Like, are they just comfortable with it? I want to know, like, who makes the final decision? Yes, yes, at this old folks home that people die in, we're going to call it Heaven's Gates. Why not just call it House of Death? Call it House of Death. I mean, why not? That's what it is. I mean, in the end, that's what it is. An old folks home, a rest home, is a home to die in. So just call it a dying house. I don't know. I mean, it'll make sense. In the UK, there's a TV show about a home called Waiting for God. It's true. It's happening here. Also, there was something that I forgot. Oh, okay. So you guys see, okay, so my triple bypass, I had heart surgery, right? So I had heart surgery. And some of you saw this because I was live when I went to the hospital, okay? When I went in my room, I went live. And when I got the news from the doctors, I was live. And I didn't realize it, but I was. Anyway, so they give me my hospital room. I go in there, they're saying, ma'am, you're either going to need a triple bypass surgery or a heart transplant. I go, oh my goodness. How do you say asleep forever in Spanish? I don't know, but that would be hilarious. So listen, I go into my hospital room, finding out that I have a defective time bomb in my chest that they have to repair. And so I go and I open up the curtains of my room. Guess what? It overlooks the cemetery. Why wouldn't you create some sort of artificial wall of ivy or something? Why would you do that? So I'm literally laying in a hospital bed staring out at tombstones. It's like, what do people not think about these things? I mean, I don't think it's very difficult things to think about. Don't name a rest home after heaven, and don't take a terminally ill person and put them in a room that overlooks a cemetery. I mean, people need to be a lot more thoughtful. Hi, Buff Carrot. How are you? I haven't seen you in a while. Oh, Sherry Carrington, how are you, dear? Hotel room or hospital room? Same thing. You're paying daily. Right. You heard it, Sherry. It was slipping out, right? Oh, Sherry, I'm at Gladys's house. I'm at her mobile home park. Call it, stay a while. Our neighbor just turned 50. And he just had a heart transplant. Oh my God, Lisa, really? Yeah, when they told me that, I was like, it's so weird. And it's been over 2 years, but I'll tell you. Yes, as Gladys, as in mother. So it's almost like, yes. And so anyway, hi YouTube channel. I am, it's funny because you go to a hospital and then when they tell you, it's like you walk in and you're like, oh hi, I can't breathe. Can you give me an inhaler? No, you had a heart attack. You're like, oh shit. But this is the thing. When you're laying in bed and they tell you you might need a heart transplant, or we might have to replace your valve with a pig valve or a mechanical valve, you get to pick. And you're like, I just want to go home. I don't feel like it's that severe. Ma'am, you have 9 blockages in your heart. I do? Like, how does it, I mean, does that seem kind of severe? Like you would feel that or something? But it's just weird when people tell you that you might have to put another person's heart in my body. I might have to have a pig part or a cow valve. It's very strange. It's a very strange feeling. Okay. I felt strange after they told me I have 90% chance of developing oh my God. Right, Jerry? And then what? Do you just want to cut them out? Or just scoop them out, like scoop out everything with a melon baller, or an ice cream scoop, and just scoop out all the fat and say, no, I don't want breast cancer. Oh, how awful. So I'm going to go to Gladys's. I brought my laptop with me. I try to take care of everything that she needs. Light bulbs, things like that. I'm a very good daughter, a very unappreciated daughter. I'll tell you that. Oh, give Gladys a hug for me. You need one of those human heart valves from a Chinese prisoner. Uh, well, you know what, Jerry? This is the thing. You could probably sell your breast tissue because they're like to women who want to plump up their lips and stuff like that. Oh, you cut them out at 28? Oh, Jerry, you know what? You could sell that to a trans woman. Did you sell it to a trans woman? Yeah, they could pump your breast tissue out and they just put a hose right into the trans woman's breasts and they pump them up. Did you even ever think of that? Did you think of anybody other than your own cancer? Jerry, there are trans women of color who could have used that fat. I hope Gladys has goodies. I didn't get breakfast this morning. She's usually good about having little goodies out, like maybe muffins and donuts and things like that. This is the thing. She knew I was coming over, so she really should have gotten up extra early and gone to the donut store, got me a couple donuts, maybe have some cut up fruit or something. Jerry says, never. I was just too selfish, I guess. I am a ways. You don't have your ovaries anymore, Jerry? Did you give them? Okay, you women out there who are thinking about removing your ovaries and your yes, I did get back on Ozempic. I did. But you know what I'm doing? I'm doing half dosage. I'm doing it every other week rather than every week just to see how it works. And you know what? I've been maintaining my weight. I haven't gained any weight. I quit it for 2 months and now I'm back on it and I'm doing, like I said, every other week. I do have them, but I can donate them now to a trans woman. But see, you ladies, if you're thinking about hysterectomy or anything like that, you don't have to just give them to a trans woman. There are now homosexual men. Maybe, oh my God, Sherry, I hope she did, but I doubt it. You can now donate your ovaries to homosexual men. And what they do is they pop them up their rectum. They go up. You try to get the ovaries to go up, and then they anchor to your colon or wherever it can hold. It captures a blood supply, and the ovaries then produce the egg still, okay, but of the mother, okay, not yours. Hi, Danny Perez. How are you? So you have the donor ovaries that you put them up your bottom, like like a butt plug or anal beads or whatever. So anyway, they find their way up there. They find the perfect spot, and they swim up in there, and then they anchor themselves to a blood supply, and so they're fed there. And then when uh, they have sex, or whatever, the men, the bottom is usually the one who gets the implants from the ovaries. Are you drive? Yes, I am, Gladys. I'm on my way. So would they have? Yes. What happens is every a monthly cycle happens, but there's no blood. Um, That way, gay men, yes, can give birth too. The problem is they don't grow it in the front, they grow it in the back. You know what I mean? So it looks really weird because they have a bit, but as a culture, we'll get used to it. But the small of their back and their bottom grow out. When do you, honey? There's lots of men that would want that. There's lots of men who do need your a woman's ovaries so they can reproduce. But yeah, that's one of the newest technologies I've read about. So, you don't have to just donate to the trans women. You could donate to the homosexual men as well. As gross as that is. You know what I mean? That's just not my thing. But I don't have to indulge in something, or I don't have to personally want something to support somebody else doing it. You know what I mean? So, Jerry, it's a win-win situation. You get rid of your ovaries and you give them to a man or a trans woman, and everybody's happy. Everybody gets what they want. Okay. Now, Jerry, you have to make sure there's no cancer in there too, because the cancer. Yes, Joanne. Yes, Joanne, I am parked. I'm parked. Joanne, I'm going to be there in 10 minutes. I think women who don't want babies should be forced to donate their ovaries to trans women. Well, if you're not going to use them, why have them? I mean, if you really think about it, it's kind of selfish. So, I'm not saying a woman is selfish for not wanting her own babies, but what I'm saying is a woman is selfish if she's not going to have babies and hold on to those organs that she's not using. Honey, if you're not using them, they're just going to get cancer. So you give them to a man or a trans woman who's going to use them, okay? A man, a homosexual man or a trans woman who's going to respect, the reproductive process. Trans women are more oppressed, so I have to give my organs to them. If that's possible, why wouldn't the biological woman be first in line for the organ donations? Oh, you mean to give them out? Well, a lot of women don't know about it, but I'm going to tell you, a lot of cisgendered heterosexual women are very selfish and very evil people. They'll hold on to their organs. See, this is the thing. There are trans women and homosexual men that would be wonderful parents, wonderful parents. But a lot of you women are very stingy, jealous, hateful creatures. You would rather just hold on to your organs, let them get filled with cancer, rip them out, and then throw them away. Why would you do that? I mean, if you don't like having your reproductive organs, then why don't you donate them to somebody who does want them, okay? I want to start an APP called Go Bump Me, where people donate for other people to buy babies. Yep, I know a lot of women like that. We are so hateful and cis hate and entitlement. It is. You know what, you guys, you just let you. This is the thing. You know what? You're blessed with life giving organs. You know what I mean? I mean, that's a big. It's an honor, really. If you think about it, it's an honor, and a lot of women just squander that away. Oh, Oh, you mean my body can reproduce humans? Oh, get this human out of me. Rip it out. Oh, I don't care. Get rid of it. I don't want it. Um, oh, I don't want these ovaries. I don't want these breasts, And you just let them sit there and rot with cancer. It's like your responsibility and the task really given to you by the universe. I mean, what a gift. And you don't even see it as a gift. You're basically a goddess. You spring life from your body. And what do? No, I'm just going to let the organs sit there and rot with cancer. Really? Well, Hi, Mark. How are you? Isn't it the truth? Hi, Karen. How are you? Leo says if a woman has more than one abortion, they should have to donate their ovaries to trans women, right? I don't know. It's just, I don't know what's happening in the world. It's just becoming such a strange place that women would harbor the organs, uh, really hold them hostage from other women and men who could use them. Really, I don't know. I just sometimes, you know what? Sometimes I don't even want to admit I'm a woman. It's just anyway. Where am I going? I'm going to Gladys's house. See, Gladys is a lesbian and she's a security guard, and I need to renew her card for her. Okay, it's a big task. You go on a website, you press pay. It's very difficult. Um, well, right now it's 92 degrees. It's going to be hot. Yes, it's going to be very hot today. Hi, Sherry K. How are you? Okay, Gladys is waiting for me. Gladys, I'm sure you got a big pink box of donuts there, don't you? A big platter of fruit. Hi, Noodles. How are you? Hi, Darla. Oh, 92. It's heaven to your ears. Well, honey, it's 10:45. It's gonna get up to 110 today. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. Plus, the sky is all cloudy and smoky from the fire up in the hills. Anyway, you guys, I'm gonna go. Wait, how bad have your side effects been for Ozempic? You know what? I always hear, oh, your stomach is going to get paralyzed, Hogatha. You're going to get pancreatic cancer, Hogatha. You know what I'm getting? I'm getting men catcalling me. That's what I'm getting. It's happening again. That's the only side effect is men just won't leave me alone again. It's just, my goodness. They just grab me and touch me and fondle me in the stores. And, it's just, I mean, it does feel good for a minute, but, it's like, I'm a lesbian. I want the women to look at me, not the men. But, yeah, ladies, if you want to lose weight, get on Ozempic. I'm going to tell you, but you know what? Be prepared because the men won't keep their hands off you. All the men turn into octopus. They do. Okay, but yeah, but no, you know what? A little nausea. That's probably all. And that's what kind of helps me not eat is the nausea. So I have cut back. I'm doing Ozempic once every 2 weeks. So I'm hoping it can maybe allow me to eat a little more, enjoy food. Ozempic makes you not enjoy food. I don't care how much you love food. When you're on Ozempic, you don't like it anymore. And you know what? It kind of took joy away from me. I'm like, this is the one of the only things in life that I look forward to is a nice meal. And Ozempic was robbing me of that joy. So I had to take my life back. I had to tell Ozempic, you're not oppressing me anymore, Ozempic. I stopped using it for 2 months. I enjoyed myself. And you know what? I didn't gain any weight. So I went back on it. Just, you know what? I want to lose a couple more pounds. I'll be honest with you. My fupa isn't floppy enough. Um, the skin on my inner thighs just isn't hanging enough. So I need to lose more weight. I need more hanging skin. That's my goal. No, I'm not home, Gladys. I'm actually in your mobile home park, Gladys. Right. Yeah, the jealousy. It just everybody gets so jealous of everything. Look at oh, Nick Avocado. Did he, Leo? Did he get on Ozempic? Oh, I haven't paid attention in a while. I gotta. How is he continuing doing a mukbang video channel if he's on Ozempic? Noodles has been experiencing a fupa of late. Really, Noodles? Noodles, are you have a fupa, honey? I mean, I knew you were a little chubby, but you're puffy in the fupa area? Well, Noodles, you better watch out because I'm gonna tell you, as that fupa gets puffier, things get smaller. Okay, that's all I'm saying. The fupa starts to swallow things. Okay, and you're gonna end up with like a little mushroom in a fur coat. You don't want that, do you? Really? He's thin again. I gotta see it. Is he still with Orlin? Are him and Orlin still together? His Mexican boyfriend, or he's Colombian, whatever. It's all the same. Um, Noodles, you're embarrassed. You have just a little mushroom head with a fur coat on. It looks like a carrot when I get put. Oh, when you get out of the shower, it looks like a carrot, like a baby carrot. Okay, you guys, Gladys is waiting for me, so I'll see you in a little bit, okay? Thanks, guys, for joining me. Make sure you share me, okay? Because nobody's watching me anymore. You know what? I got to change everything up. That's what I got to do. All right, you guys, I love you.